Charlie was always a good egg, respectful, kind. Always delivered the papers on time. But then, when things got rough over there, he changed. He got mean, got cold. Charlie wouldn't even see me. When he first found that ticket, I said to him, "You hold on to that ticket." What I should have done was tear the son of a bitch up. Things were never the same for that kid. Charlie Bucket took a nosedive straight down into the asshole pool.
Well, hello, children. I'm so glad you could join me. Allow me to tell you a story. This is a tale of vengeance, of persecution, of righteous indignation. It's about 4 lifetimes of anger and 1 day of abduction.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Let's do this, dude.
Yes, you see, when a child is spanked by a parent, well, he cries but learns to accept it. But when he is spanked by a song-singing, cane-wielding stranger, oh, he plots revenge.
Open your eyes, Charlie Bucket. Who are you?
Charlie Bucket! When? You're dead.
Hi, Cornelius, sweetie. I want it now!
It's good to see you again, Charlie.
So, I recognize you, Mike. What happens now?
You didn't figure that out yet, Charlie? We're gonna kill you.
Pardon? Quite a precarious position our young Charlie has found himself in, eh? Yeah. Of course, there are those who would say he's getting his just desserts. Hey, dollface.
Charlie, can you hear us?
Do you know what happened to Augustus? After Wonka tossed him into that chocolate river, he lost the ability to enjoy anything tasty. Look at him, anorexic, a skeleton, the fat kid who couldn't eat. And why? Because he was fat. Because he indulged.
I got it. I got it.
He's a victim.
We're all victims, Charlie, until we become the victimizers. And what about me?
I know where you're going with this, Violet.
Wonka told you not to chew that gum, and you didn't listen, and so somehow that's my fault.
You're here because someone has to pay.
Wonka affected us all. I was a good kid, Mike. That all changed when I took over the factory. I had no training, no assistance. I'm a victim too.
With Wonka gone and a novice as CEO, the Loompas did less work than a welfare family in Lazyville.
Well, look, who would have thought that running a mammoth, multi-layered, multifaceted mega corporation would be such work?
You see, a drowning man will accept almost any helping hand. So naturally, when the son of Wonka's sworn enemy, Balthazar Slugworth, entered his life, well, Charlie hopped into bed with that scoundrel faster than you can say scrum-diddly-umptious.
I mean, we're working more hours. Yeah, less pay. Our benefits are getting cut back. What is this shit? What happened to the good old days? I don't know what to do anymore. You know what I'm thinking of doing? I'm gonna learn the computer. Yeah, I don't have to do this chocolate shit.
My little friends. Having a little break, are we? Yes? It's so sweet. You guys work so hard.
Yeah, we think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
Get back to fucking work, you
Well, the first thing Slugworth did was get rid of all the Oompa Loompas. As you've probably surmised by now, this is what led to the great Loompa homeless predicament. Scores of Oompa Loompas ripped from the bosom of their homeland and left without homes, without jobs, without even a decent 401k plan.
Disparity change?
What's the matter, guys? A little short?
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Asswipe! I don't need your goddamn change!
I'm sure Wonka told you he'd send someone to fish me out of that trash right away. Do you know how long it took him to fish me out? 4 hours! Daddy had it with me by the time he got home. 2 weeks later, he ran off with one of his peanut shellers. Where do you suppose that left me?
Looking for a date, asshole.
One day you're planning bean parties with 10,000 tons of ice cream. And next you're tossing someone's salad just as little Bo Peep. I wanted the world, I admit it. But is that such a bad thing for a little girl to want? But by Wonka throwing me in that trash trolley, I became trash.
Tickle your ass with my finger.
And it never went away. I went from everlasting gobstopper to ever-loving knob gobbler. C'est la vie.
That's a cut. Take 5, Veruca. I want him now. And this is just getting interesting.
Why don't you just tell me your woeful yarn? We can just turn the page and see how this thing ends.
Surprise, surprise. I rounded up the old gang and they were like dynamite wicks, just wait for a spark. All we needed was access.
We're sitting there, smoking our cigarettes, minding our own business, and Bucket comes waltzing in, and wham! Yeah! Unemployment City. Eat me, cocksucker!
Boys, this may be your lucky day.
You see, being shrunk to the size of a shrinky-dink and then pulled like Stretch Armstrong, it does funny things to a boy.
I decided to let all the Wonkas of the world know that I was not a man who could be made to feel small.
Your stories are very moving. And I'm not without sympathy, Mike. But it's all blame, blame, and blah, blah, blah. Why don't you accept responsibility for your failures and stop pinning them on the man in the purple coat and his successor?
Wonka had taken a long-deserved vacation. Unfortunately, he was never to return.
You got everything, and we got nightmares.
But I understand. Because I'm a victim too. Wonka affected all of us. Can't we just move on?
Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is a hurricane blowing? All the fires of hell are glowing. Is the grizzly reaper mowing? Yes! The danger must be growing, for the rowers keep on rowing, and they certainly ain't showing any signs that they are flowing! Yes!
Sorry, Charlie. Do it now!
that's it. The end of our story. I hope it wasn't too violent for you. But after all, this was a fairy tale. And like all fairy tales, this one came with a message. Yes, yes. A lesson, as it were, for our older friends.
Don't fuck with little children. They grow up to become pissed off adults.
Good night, children.